Okay, today we're gonna do an exercise that's gonna work on our deltoids. That's the shoulder muscle right up here. What you'll need is a resistance band and a partner. This is my partner, Kira. While we're doing the exercise, you're gonna want to stand with your feet hips width distance apart, pointing forward. You're gonna wanna stand up tall with a nice contracted stomach. You wanna have a good center of body. You're gonna take the resistance band and step down on it so that it's in the middle of your foot, and you're gonna hold on to it with your thumbs pointing up. You can also wrap it around your hand for extra grip. Now, for this exercise, I don't want you to lock out that elbow. Keep a slight bend in it for your own safety. For this exercise, Kira's gonna help me raise up my arm passively, but just by putting her hands on either side of my elbow. You don't want to raise up through a joint. So Kira, go ahead. Once you're up, she will count down till 3. You're going to hold that nice stable posture, and you're going to lower your arm down slowly while breathing out. 1, 2, 3. And you'll repeat this again. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now let's progress that move. This time we don't need the help of our partner. Instead, we'll go through the same motions by ourselves. The thing to remember is keep that elbow slightly bent, keep a nice solid core, and you don't want to weeble wobble back and forth. You're going to slowly bring up your arm, come parallel to the floor, hold it, and then bring it back down. Nice, slow, and controlled. This time we'll do it with the breath. You'll breathe out on your way up, and breathe in on your way back down. That concludes this progression.
The next exercise that we'll be doing is the chest press. This exercise is going to target the upper chest muscles, such as your pecs. So the first thing we're going to do is take a seat in a chair, making sure that we maintain that tall posture, contracting the core. And what you're going to do is actually put the resistance band over your head and bring underneath your arms. And the first thing that we'll do is extend the arms out, remembering to breathe out as we push. To progress the chest exercise, what we'll be doing is getting in that same seated position, making sure that we have that neutral position and also contracting the core back nice and straight. And just like before, we're going to put the resistance band over our head and up underneath the arms. And what we'll be doing is just alternating back and forth from right and left arm, making sure that we are exhaling on the push.
So the next exercise we have for you is the seated row. This exercise targets your upper back. Either you can wrap the band around a pole or you can have a partner hold it for you. In this case, I'm going to have Aaron hold the band for me. You're going to sit down in the chair. Make sure you have a nice tall posture, holding that core nice and tight so you keep that neutral position. You're going to reach out, hold on to the band, and then you're going to slowly and controlled pull the band back, pinching your shoulder blades together. Pretend that you're trying to hold a pencil between your shoulder blades for about 2 seconds. Then you're going to release. Now, an important factor is to remember our breathing. You're going to want to breathe out as you bring the band back, and then you're going to want to breathe in as you relax, all right? So, one time. One more. So to progress this exercise, we're going to add a standing component. Again, we're going to keep that nice tall posture, the hips in the neutral position. You're going to grab the band, creating a little resistance, extend it out in front of you. And you're just going to, again, pull those shoulder blades in and pretend you're holding that pencil. Remember, you're breathing out as we pull back and then in as we relax. Alright, so the next exercise we have for you is a bent arm lateral pull. This is going to work your upper back. You're just gonna take the band pretty close together. You're gonna bring your arms up so they're almost parallel with the floor, and we're just gonna pull out. Really making sure we have that tall posture and really exposing our chest. So one more time, make sure you're breathing. So exhale when you pull out. And relax. To progress this, we are just gonna move out a little bit. So we're gonna be here, we're gonna extend, and then we're gonna extend the full tricep. So we're just adding another muscle into the group. So one more time.
The next exercise we're going to do is called the lawnmower pulls. It's going to work this up the back part of your upper arms. You're going to need a band, and you're going to place it underneath one of your feet. You're going to come down into a lunge position and wrap the band multiple times around your hand. With this exercise, you can place your other hand on top of your knee, not on your actual knee joint. You're going to stabilize your core and pull your shoulder back, just as if you were to start a lawnmower. As you come up, you breathe out, coming to just the lower base of your ribs, and then releasing. To advance the lawnmower pull, this time we're going to add a rotational component through our stomach and abs. It's really important to make sure you have that stable core. We're going to take the resistance band and place it through the middle of the foot and come down in that lunging position. Instead of this time, we really want this back foot to face out. This prevents any rotational aspects on the knee that are not so good for the knee mechanics. So we're going to come down in our low position, place your hand here, rotate to that first spot, and then bring it up and look to the back wall. And then slowly bring it down. Let's try that again with more fluid motion, and remember to breathe out as you bring it up. And that's an advanced lawnmower. The next exercise we're going to do is a wall push-up, but we're going to utilize our resistance bands. We're first going to take the resistance bands and loop it a couple times around your hands, and you want the band to be on the inside of your arm so it doesn't roll up. You're going to stand about 2 feet away from the wall in front of you with your toes pointed forward, hip width distance apart. With this exercise, you really want to work on that core stabilization. You don't want to dip in and out with your hips, and you really want to keep the arms straight, and as you're coming in, those elbows should just brush past your ribs. You're going to reach out, have your hands on the wall, tighten your core, and come down. And as you come down, you're going to breathe in, and then breathe out as you push away. That's a wall push-up.
In order to progress the wall push-up, we will be moving to the floor. This adds the gravity into the occasion and also increases the exercise intensity, and we will also be using the resistance band again. So in order to begin the exercise, first we're going to loop the resistance band over your head and interlock it with fingers. Doesn't matter how you hold it, just making sure that this resistance band comes to the inside, and get into your push-up position. Making sure that your hands are beneath your shoulders, sure that you have a neutral spine, contract that core, and extend down, making sure that your elbows are tight and close to your ribs. And exhaling when we push up. That is the wall push-up with the progression.